Hey, welcome back for another episode of Rate My Base. So, you can see we're level 54 on this account. We have Hammer Strike. We just unlocked the shield spell. Hammer Strike is level 9. Firestorm level 5. Sword Rain level 5. Blizzard 2. Shield 1. And for our troops, we have Knight level 8. Paladin level 6. Cannon level 3. Pyromancer level 3. Arblaster level 2. So we're going to go in and attack, I believe, abyall chicken. So a low trophy range. He does have a nice wave, or a nice troop setup, excuse me. So he has a lot of Arblasters, which is good. Knights and Arblaster combination with Pyromancer. Very good wave setup, probably. I don't know if it'll really matter too much since he's such a low trophy count. I think that we're probably just going to like roll over everything. But just in general, that's a very good setup. A few archers here and there, a few knights. The spikes right here, double spikes. I don't really like doubling up on spikes because you can come and hammer strike in between, and you can hit that spike, the barricade right there. And you could possibly hit that if you do it in the right area. If you hammer strike properly, you can hit that tower as well. You can also burn all 4 of these, or 5 of these actually. You come up, burn, 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 burn. So that's why I don't like putting double spikes together. It's funny how you see everyone's base layout looks a little bit different. You won't really see the same base anywhere because everyone has a different road, different tower setups. It's very, very interesting to see. So we're going to go in there with Hammer Strike, Firestorm, and Sword Rain like normal. We're going to bring out Knights, Cannons, and Archers are there just for the heck of it. We won't really use Archers. The road looks good. I don't see any like fundamental flaws there. Anything that it would be too bad. The only thing I might separate the spikes, put the second spike like over here. Spikes in front of the barricade work out pretty well, especially if you put a like a lava tower there, a gargoyle tower. Those with the spikes, because the gargoyle tower makes the units go crazy. They'll step on the spikes, they'll take some more damage. And then your hero also will have to step on the spikes to attack the gargoyle tower. Most likely, unless your spikes aren't high enough level, they'll die to 1 hammer strike though. So that's a big downside to them. You have to level them up, and even when they get leveled up to level 6, they only have about 2,000 life. So I don't know what level 9 spikes look like, but that's something we're going to be checking out eventually and seeing how good level 9 spikes are. So we're going to go in and attack. It doesn't seem like anything crazy. He has a barricade up front, so we're going to bring out cannons right away, and the cannons will take out the barricade. So I can burn on that side to touch the spikes. And the reason I did that was because I can burn the troops up here as well. And by the time I get over to the other area, I'm going to have my Firestorm off cooldown again. So I should have actually hammer striked up a little bit more, but you see I burned both buildings here. So this is actually not a bad placement for a water tower with the gargoyle tower, because I used my Firestorm in the first 2, so it was off cooldown. If I had my Firestorm available, I would be able to mow down that water tower like nothing. I generally don't like water towers at all. I think they're probably the weakest tower in the game. But there are situational uses that they can be good for, and that was a decent use of a water tower. I'm not too fond of triple bomb towers in one area. You can see that gives your hero just, infinite room to recover and regenerate. You need to have at least 1 arrow tower there so that that tower can actually hit the hero, and so the hero will constantly take some damage and won't be able to regenerate. So just throw in one arrow tower in that spot, and then it'll be a lot better. The opponent's hero won't be able to regenerate. He won't have full life, and it'll slow him down quite a bit. So yes, as expected, we got through his base. We are higher level, way higher level. No issues at all. The layout and everything look good. It's difficult to judge based on how like overpowered we are, but in general, it looked like a good layout. Had good setups. The only thing I would really change is I would move the spikes over. No, we're not going to buy that. I would move the spikes over like I talked about. I would move that spike over there, or even put a spike right here. Even though you have a whole bunch of things right there, your Firestorm is typically going to be off cooldown when they get there, so I'd be able to do a decent amount of damage to the hero. I'd still probably would move it over here, and I would just take one of these and put an arrow tower there, and then maybe even take two of them and put arrow towers. I really don't like having 4 bomb towers all together right there, but that's your own personal preference. So, and the reason I don't like having 4 bomb towers in one little area is because there's nothing to hit constantly. So your hero regenerates 1. And then the second point is that if you are over there with your hero and they do pop out 4 bombs, roughly around the same time, since they're all in the same area, your hero is going to be able to kick them all back. If he's kicking any bomb back, he's going to kick them all back. And the bomb does about half damage to knights. So you only really need 2 bomb towers anywhere to fully kill any units, like the knights. Paladins is a little bit different, but most people don't use a mad rush of paladins to attack with. So yeah, so I would probably put 2 arrow towers over here and remove 2 of the bomb towers. Because the arrow towers actually are very, very strong, especially in numbers. So, you know, that's something to think about. Overall, a good design for a low-level base. Probably give it about a 7 or an 8. It's really hard to judge, though, because, like I said, I am so overpowered. So we'll just call it 7.5. So that's in the middle. So 7.5 out of 10. Good layout. It should do well against, you know, the nice 1400, 1300 trophy range people. And in all, pretty good base. I definitely like it. And, you know, it's funny how you never see the same road setup twice, pretty much. Alright, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like and comment below. If you want to have me attack your base, leave your king name below, and I'll try and get to it as soon as possible.